What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sakira and we are going to get into some vibey energies today with this weekly predictions that is a day late. I already know. Honey. Don't shoot the messenger. No, you guys, I was supposed to film this yesterday, but I had things going on. So today we're here. You know, we're a little bit late to the party, but we're here. And I'm really feeling like I need to start with this tarot of the divine. I had it all mapped out. I am a Virgo. I plan things and my spirit is leading me to do something different. So we're going to roll with it. Welcome to the weekly predictions once again. If you're ready to vibe with the energy, there we go. Mercury retrograde is still happening. Then let's see what energies are coming towards us this week. What can we expect? Thank you so much, Spirit, tuning in with the viewers that are connecting, watching, tuning in with the energy. What can they expect this week? What can we all expect this week when it comes to life, love, romance, anything that needs to be heard and honored? The weekly energies. What can we expect to play out in our week ahead? What can we expect to experience? What energies can we expect to be greeted by? What needs to be heard, said, and honored? All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. What is the energy this week? What can we expect? We have the Six of Cups. Ooh. What is the energy this week, Spirit? What can we expect? Anything else? Let's see. The Six of Cups and the Six of Swords with strength. And the King of Pentacles. Ooh, it's giving me like moving on from old energies and being like this very like strong, like disciplined, like grounded, very mature version of yourself. Some of you guys are moving away from things that you know don't serve you this week because you know like you're ready for growth, you're ready for maturity, you're ready for something different, you're ready for your life to balance out or to have some sense of like stability in your life. Yeah, you have Justice in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse, yeah, with the Four of Swords. I like this. Any last energy, Spirit? Anything else that needs to be heard, said, and honored for the collective this week? Any last messages? That's it. They said. At the back we have Death. Ooh, Scorpio energy. Let's talk about the transformations this week. So I feel like, first of all, Death, it talks about endings that bring new beginnings. It talks about deep transformations. It talks about, you know, going beneath the surface to transmute energies, right? Shifting them. And I feel like this week we're going to be shedding light on something that maybe we did not... Like, I'm looking at the imagery, and I actually never do this for this deck. Like, I've never really looked at the pictures in depth for some reason. And I'm noticing here, like with this, I want to show you guys, hopefully you can see, there's a girl who's getting ready to peek behind the curtain, and it looks like in the curtain there's this illumination of like this big scary like skeleton like figure, but then you see like the hand of a person. So it's almost like it's not what it seems. I feel like some of us are going to be uncovering some of our shadow energies this week, and we're going to be realizing that the things that we were, you know, or maybe certain perspectives that we had before, we're going to be seeing how it's not really what we thought they were, or we're going to be closing out chapters that we viewed in one way and now we're viewing it differently. Some of us are, again, we're seeing that, you know, the things that we maybe once felt were worth it, now we're going to be moving on from, right? Some of us are moving on from cycles that we've been in for a really long time, or, you know, for years from the past. Some of us are moving on from some childhood wounds as well this week, right? I feel like we're finding a way to move on from the chaos, from, you know, the lack of balance, from the lack of peace of mind also, and we're moving into better energies. With the Strength card and the King of Pentacles coming through, I feel like this is going to be a week where we're definitely using our inner strength to choose better choices, or to, like, think of it this way, right? Like that energy of when you know better, you do better. I feel like that's what this is. It's like no longer are we going to be, you know, operating from these older energies. We're moving past that now this week. It feels like, again, we may be using strength to do so, right? It's like maybe you want to be tempted to fall back into old patterns, old ways of beings, old ways of, you know, doing things, or even old ways of reacting and responding, because with this Six of Cups, that's very emotional. Some of us are moving on from emotional pain or emotional reactions, emotional triggers, things like that. And we're transmuting the energy. Again, I keep feeling like it's like just choose better choices because you know it's the right thing to do. I feel like, again, like the King of Pentacles is somebody who's very morally righteous, right? Like he believes in morals, he believes in like manners, he believes in like certain virtues, right? And so I feel like this is the week where we are tapping into our inner strength to do the things that we feel are right. And I feel like it's doing right by ourselves this week, right? Because with Justice in reverse, I feel like some of us have been either experiencing bad karma or just a lot of like imbalances. I was going to say a lot of lack of balance, but a lot of imbalance in our lives. And I feel like this is the energy that we're finally ready to say, you know what, Ten of Wands in reverse, I'm finally ready to stop carrying this load and say to hell with it, like it's over. This is the week that we're really going to be doing some deep thinking, some brainstorming, right? And I feel like this is going to be us contemplating, like, you know, what it is that we need to do to move forward, what it is that we need to do to get ourselves out of old energies. I have cat hair on my lip that I kind of can't find. It's kind of irritating me. Okay, well, this is the energy, you know, we're going to be in this week. Feeling like we have to really put some thought behind these actions or thoughts behind these inspirations, because I feel like some of us are going to be just figuring it out as we go along, right? We may not have it all mapped out or planned out, but I do feel like this is the week where we're going to be saying, you know what, okay, cool. We've been living this way. We've been doing things this way. We've been kind of like, you know, taking action from this place, reacting this way, being triggered by these things. Whatever these older energies are, it's like death to that. Rebirth, right? We have Judgment underneath this with the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. It's like we're being called, and the Two of Cups, which I do like because it's not always about romance, right? It talks about harmony. It talks about balance between two energies, i.e. your yin, your yang, right? Your masculine, your feminine. And I feel like that's that lack of balance. Now we're finding the balance, right? We have the Death card with the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, 3 major arcana as the overall energy. So this week is going to be life-changing. That, let's say that, to be the least, right? It's gonna be life-changing. I feel like even if it feels very like small, like the steps that you're taking, just know whatever steps you are taking this week, it's gonna create giant change in the future. It's like baby steps now, almost like this, right? Like you, not a boulder. I'm trying to think of a really good example. Like you kick a car down a hill and you have the car in neutral. So the car starts to roll and it's rolling really slowly at first, right? But then it picks up momentum. It's going faster and faster. And like, you know, that's the energy I'm kind of getting. It's like whatever changes you're implementing this week, whatever changes you're making this week, it may feel small now, but it's going to have very big, good consequences. When I say consequences, people will probably take that as like a bad thing or like a negative thing, right? But there are good consequences too. It's just cause and effect. So what you guys are doing now is going to cause some type of you know, really good momentum in the future. It's like you're setting yourself up for success this week by deciding to do better, right? When you know better, you do better. And I see you guys making really good choices this week in order to bring back some type of balance in your life. Or if that's not your intention to bring the balance back, that's going to be the effect of it, right? Like the cause and then the effect. That's going to be the chain reaction, let's call it that, right? So going back to these energies now, with Death followed by Judgment, I feel like these are changes that are the universe, our guides, our ancestors, our angels, source, right, has been asking us to make for a very long time. And it's like finally we're ready to do it. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like we're ready to embrace our destiny. I love this imagery on the Wheel of Fortune here because, hold on you guys, we got commercials and you know we don't even play like that. I love this imagery here because it shows like this person whose arms are like outstretched, and they're like, you know, it feels like this energy of embracing the change, embracing, you know, whatever's coming up for you. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing because it shows just how much you guys are willing to go in the direction of this change and really have some beautiful things play out, right? And again, it's all in favor of the balance. Two of Cups. I feel like some of us are going to be balancing out partnerships and relationships too, but the focus really feels to me like it's on self. It's like a really personal change, a really personal not reaction, but like a very personal you guys, the word escapes me. Mercury is not my friend today. But basically whatever happens this week, it's like it's very personal to you. It's very specific. Gotcha. It's very specific to your energy, right? Like it may have effects on the partnerships, the relationships, the friendships, you know, the interminglings and interactions you have outside of you. But the focus again is like internal. It's about you this week, right? Doing better because you know better, and I love it. So let's see. They're telling me not this one. They're saying use the Sacred Traveler's Oracle. So let's get in tune and see what needs to be heard this week. Thank you, Spirit, for those who I am connecting with, for those who are watching, tuning in, viewing, connecting with the energies. What needs to be heard, said an honor for the week ahead, the week that we are in. And you guys, I meant to tell you also, this is timeless, you know, like I do film them with the intentions to pull energies for the week that is upcoming. But if you happen to catch this in the middle of August, in the middle of December, like, you know, do your thing. This was just meant to find you at that time. There may be messages for you, you know, relevant to your life when you're going through those energies at that time. So we have navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. I like this energy because I feel like some of you guys you're navigating by the stars, which feels a lot like blind faith to me. It feels a lot like trusting your intuition, trusting your guides, trusting, you know, that higher authority or that higher power within you, right? That you feel guided by or you feel led by. And I feel like it's going to definitely help you overcome some obstacles. Now, this is what I was saying. It's like whatever this, like Six of Cups is, whatever this old energy is from your past, it's like that's what you're moving on from. And it's like some of you guys are doing this because intuitively you feel led to do it, right? Like I was saying before, with the Judgment card being here, your guides, your angels, your ancestors have been asking you to make these changes for a while, right? And maybe because you haven't been making these changes, you've been incurring like obstacles. Again, I'm saying for some of you, it's been some karma, right? And karma really is just, you know, reaping what you sow. If you put certain energies out there, those energies are going to get returned back to you. So if you are, you know, if you're participating in energies or experiences or, you know, situations that don't serve you, you're going to get that energy returned back to you in ways that don't serve you, because that's what you're giving out. And so some of you guys, again, you're making changes this week that are going to help you overcome these obstacles, which feels very much like long overdue. And with this navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, I feel like, again, you guys are really going to be, you know, following by blind faith. If you look, the moon is like blacked out in this card, meaning you don't even have moonlight, which is like the little bit of light that we have at night, right, to kind of illuminate the sky when it's so dark. But when the moon is not there, it's like pitch black. So again, some of you guys don't have, you know, a lot of clarity or a lot of illumination about what's going on, but you are going to be following, you know, your intuition, following the direction your guides, your angels, your ancestors are giving you. Some of you guys are also going to be following like synchronicities, like certain patterns. You may be seeing angel numbers this week, things that really make you feel connected to your guides and to the people in the spiritual world or the energies in the spiritual world that walk with you, right? And I feel like, again, they're just going to be guiding you. We have solitude as the overall energy with unknown territory and begin now. Look at that. So with great adventure, I'm not going to pick that one up, but I want to acknowledge it. So unknown territory, well, let's read this one first. So solitude says, in silence, peace prevails. Then we have unknown territory, you are exactly where you need to be. And then we have begin now, take your first step. So some of you guys are going to be definitely spending some time alone this week, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's all going to be about you this week. Like whatever changes, whatever is affecting, whatever changes are taking effect or whatever, you know, effects are happening in your life and your experience, it's really about you. And yes, it may affect the partnerships, the connections, the friendships, the business relationships, family ties, whatever you have going on outside of you, but it's not about them. Like I feel that it's very much about you being in your own energy, solitude, right? And so this is giving me like hermit card mode, but I feel like you guys are going to be connected with your own energy this week, you know, tuning into your vibe. And I feel like that's when you're going to get that inspiration, or that's when that energy is really going to come through to you. Like, I got to move on from these energies. I got to do something different. I got to put that past behind me, right? Some of you guys are leaving the past behind you as far as like trauma, old pain, old situations that just don't serve you. But with unknown territory, some of you guys, again, you're not going to have all the clarity with navigating by stars. I was telling you, it's like, you're in the dark with whatever's going on, but you're following your intuition, you're following that inner guidance, and it's going to lead you somewhere really beautiful. We have begin now. So some of you guys are definitely going to be taking some initiation this week with that begin now, you know, taking those necessary steps to start initiating change or start going in a different direction, right? Choosing better choices just because it feels like the right thing to do for you, for what serves you, for what serves your energy. Now they're saying we can go into black moon astrology. So let's see. Speaking of black moons, right? That's so funny. I love the theme here. Some of you guys, like, you're really in the dark about what's going on. You just know you want your life to be different. So you're just making choices that feel better, that feel more in alignment with the difference that you want to see. I like that. Overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles. And I like how Spirit's coming through with that reinforcement too, like that encouragement. Like you can overcome anything. You got this, collective, right? You guys been through the most and you overcome those, right? It's so funny too, because death, it comes as that energy where this is the universe kind of enforcing change. But I was told, right, by I want to say this was a reader like a long time ago, that the death card really comes out when you've been avoiding the change, and now it's like the universe is like, okay, we have no choice but to say, here you go. Now you're kind of like forced to change. But this is what I'm saying. Some of you guys, it's like making those necessary changes because it's like you're finally ready to leave the past behind you. And it may have taken a few attempts or a few tries, but you guys are finally doing what feels right for you again. So I had seventh house partnerships, and I was saying it's like some of your partnerships outside of you are going to be affected by these changes, but I don't feel like the emphasis is on the partnerships. Some of you guys, that's what you're leaving behind, some connections that you have. This could be partnerships with people who don't serve you, right? Whether this is work, whether this is relationships as far as romantically, whether this is family, right? Friends. We have Mercury mind, and we have Chiron healing. Moving on from the past, leaving it behind. We're healing, you know what I mean? Getting it done. With Mercury in mind, it's giving me vibes of like changing your perspective, changing your mind. Also, Mercury retrograde is coming through. So I feel like some of us are going to be having some, like, the changes that are happening could be also as a result of Mercury retrograde's energy playing out right now. If you're watching this and it's not Mercury retrograde, then take it as it resonates. But I feel like for those of you watching for this week that I'm filming, Mercury retrograde is definitely happening. We're like in the thick of it right now. And I feel like it's one of those energies where we kind of just have to go with the flow and see what happens, because this is card number 3, and it's definitely helping us to create new energies, new realities, new circumstances, right? Some of us, it's creating like new opportunities to heal, right? With Mercury retrograde. I just want the commercials to be done. That's it. Thanks. Creating new opportunities to heal, right? But I feel like whatever's going on, you guys could be making the decision to heal or to get into this energy of healing. This could be the decisions that you're making, right? Using this inner strength to say, you know what, I finally have to look inside myself, spending that time alone in solitude, hermit mode, right? And say, look, these are the things I have to start doing for me, because this is what serves me. Sometimes, you know, making different choices is a form of healing, or it's a form of showing that you have healed, because you no longer need to do those things that supplied your wound with the energy that it needed, right? To still thrive, to still be activated. So some of us are going to be getting that clarity of mind, or we're just going to be getting those downloads, or, you know, the perspective is going to be coming to us that healing needs to be taking place, or you're going to be having ideas that are kind of surrounded by healing, because maybe you've already done some of the shadow work and you know you're starting to make better choices, or this is what you're wanting to do. But just expect this week that, you know, your partnerships are definitely going to be affected by whatever changes are happening. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This is in whatever capacity you feel like, you know, it will be affected. Some of you are single, you don't even have, you know, a romantic partner. Some of you guys do. But just know that as you are changing, the circumstances, the people, the energies around you, outside of you, are also going to shift as well. What do we have as the back of the deck? Part of fortune, increase. So some of you guys, again, you're getting into this abundant energy. You're finally having energies balance out for you, because I feel like there's been a really long time of you carrying unnecessary burdens, unnecessary baggage, you know, unnecessary weight energetically. And it's finally time to release that. And once you do, it looks like a lot of good energy, a lot of good things flow towards you. We're gonna use Osho Zen Tarot. Let's see what else we can get for this week. Look, we got celebration and change. I'm telling you, as I split the deck, I'm trying to tell you, collective, this is the week that we're definitely going to be celebrating the changes that we're making. We're going to be, look, clinging to the past and change. I'm telling you, no more. And it's so funny because clinging to the past is card number 5, and 5 in numerology is all about change, right? It's changing directions, changing energies, shifting and transmuting. And so I feel like that's what's going to be playing out for us this week. Shifting the energies. You guys, I'm sweating. We have the Lovers coming through. So again, let's talk about this in two folds, right? Because in one respect, the Lovers, it does talk about connections. It talks about making a choice, right? You know, with something or someone that you love. But I feel like also, I just heard choosing you. So some of you guys are going to be making the choice to choose you going forward, right? That's some of the changes that you might be implementing. But it also feels like 2 of Cups vibes, right? Like talking about that balance or that harmony within, where you have both your energies really merging together in a very harmonious way, right? Gemini energy. And so I feel like this is going to be the week where you guys find a lot of balance for yourself. But I also feel like you're going to be making choices that, again, they serve you. They benefit you, your highest good, right? We have participation in reverse. And if that one comes back out, I'll take it. But participation in reverse is giving me vibes of like certain hands that's in the pot got to get out the pot, right? Like you can't have everybody's hand in the pot anymore. And by the pot, I mean your life, your experience, right? Some of you guys are removing certain people that are participating in your life at this time. And that's what I'm saying. It's like choosing you, choosing like, you know, what serves you, what serves your best interest, your best and highest good. Let's see, any other energies for the collective this week? Celebration came back out. Celebration came back out. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to be removing certain energies and celebrating with others, like making wise choices of removing certain energies, like people who don't serve you, and connecting more with the people who do, right? Spending time with or energy with people who make you feel good and not people who drain you or people who take from you, right? People who leave you feeling imbalanced. Letting go in reverse. So I feel like some of you guys, that's what the Strength card might be about. This Strength, oh my gosh, this Strength card here might be about, like, that's what I was saying. It's like finding that inner strength to make the decisions that serve you. And I feel like with letting go being in reverse, some of you guys, it's gonna feel hard maybe to choose you know, to let go of certain energies, or to disassociate yourself or detach yourself from certain energies. And again, this doesn't even have to be people. This could just be energies that you have been participating in that you no longer want to participate in, right? But take it as it resonates. With letting go being in reverse, I also feel like some of you guys, when it comes to this emotions, because if you look at the card, I'll show you right side up, there's a lot of water, right, in this card. Some of you guys are going to have a hard time also coping with, or like letting go of certain old emotions. They just said like emotional stories. So if you've been walking with like a painful past and you're still telling that story, like, oh, this happened to me, you know, this person did this to me, I've been through these things. It's not to say you have to take away from the things that you've been through in life, but it is to say, like, don't define yourself by these negative experiences, right? Some of you guys are moving away from defining yourself by the past. Not so much, you know, not so much forgetting about the past and saying it never happened, but just, again, moving away from your whole identity being engulfed in what happened to you, which really actually happened for you. This card came out again. So some of you guys with projections, be wary of, you know, people wanting to maybe project on you this week, especially if you are removing your energy from certain people. That's a message coming through as well. Certain people with letting go in reverse and projection, certain people are going to be projecting. That's the message really coming through. Like, if you decide, like, hey, you know what, I'm going to distance myself from this person, I'm going to fall back from that person, I'm going to stop going over there, I'm not going to go to that job anymore, I'm going to find a different one. You know what I mean? I feel like you might get reactions from people, especially with Mercury retrograde. People are triggered, people are feeling the energies. So be mindful of, you know, the people who are maybe projecting onto you. Don't take the energy in, right? It's their situation, it's not yours. Also, for you, collective, that are, you know, watching, viewing, tuning in, be mindful of your tendency to maybe project as you are going through tough energies this week, right? You could be a little frustrated, you could be a little irritated, right? Be mindful of your ability to also be a projector, or be somebody who lashes out, or, like, you know, what's another word for project, right? Like, you just kind of put your energy out there on people when it's not really a them thing, it's a you thing, right? Making something someone else's fault, or something else's fault, because sometimes we don't even blame living things, right? We blame situations. It's that job's fault, it's my car's fault, right? those kind of energies. But again, food for thought, keep that in mind. Any last, so this wanted to come out, I saw this and then it flipped. Possibilities. I feel like you guys are really changing your perspective. If you look, I always say this card gives me like bird's eye view kind of vibes, and I feel like you guys are going to be discovering some new type of possibilities for your life. This is card number 2, which it does talk about balance, it does talk about harmony. So I feel like some of you guys are going to be discovering new possibilities that help to bring balance into your life. You're going to be seeing things from a different perspective as well, which is what I was saying with one of these cards I was talking about. I think it was Mercury Mind. Like, you're going to be seeing things, you're going to have a different perspective, right? We have healing at the back. So 2 energies of healing, Chiron healing. Okay, Chiron healing, and then this in the Osho Zen Tarot, this healing card as well, which is giving me vibes of some of you guys are really, look, healing that third eye, healing that perspective. We have guidance right underneath that with nothingness and slowing down. I'm not going to pick it up, but I'm going to acknowledge it. So I feel like for you guys, your guides are helping you to heal this week, literally straightforward, right? Because had you continued to go down that path that you were on prior to the healing, prior to you making certain changes, I feel like nothing would have come from that, right? You would have continued to feed that void that was in you. Some of you guys are healing the void. You're healing those wounds. You're healing those old traumas, right? This is the week where things are finally, again, they're balancing out for us in a really beautiful way, in a really healthy way as well. For the collective that I'm tuning into, what needs to be heard, said, and honored. I just saw don't let your past hold you back. I'm telling you, collective, some of you guys are really releasing the past. You're moving forward. I just saw a new romantic cycle begin. So some of you guys are going to have a new beginning when it comes to love. If you're leaving certain love connections behind, right? You're going to have new opportunities when it comes to that. If you're leaving certain partnerships behind. I'm also feeling, you guys, if you are feeling called to remove your energy from people, places, things, right, experiences, don't feel guilty about that, right? You have to do what's in your best and highest good, because we all have a dynamic role here to play, right? Trust and believe the universe has a bigger, like, look at this. You see how the bird's eye view is like the view from above, right? The universe is able to see the whole picture. If you are removing your energy from certain things, certain people, it's because you're meant to, and the universe already has that mapped out into a big plan for your life and the lives of everyone on this planet, right? Because we're all interconnected anyway. As we raise our vibrations, as we ascend in consciousness, right, we start to see how one thing kind of connects to the other, how there's a chain reaction, right? So how you doing something today, and that's what I was saying, it's like the snowball effect of you creating change now and it affecting, you know, or causing, or I'm gonna say initiating big change in the future, or like some type of end result, right, from the changes that you're taking today. And it's like you would never see it because, again, you're not in the position to see it. The universe is, but you have to, you know, follow your bliss, follow that guidance, right? Connecting with your intuition. I feel that as well. Let's see. Okay, any last messages for the collective before we end with some blessings for the week? Okay. Can we get a few at a time, because y'all going crazy? For the collective, what needs to be heard, said in honest spirit? Thank you so much. For the collective, any other messages? All right, we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So some of you guys are going to be questioning, you know, if these changes that you are making will affect your family or yourself in a really negative way. I feel like, again, I was telling you guys, like, the changes you're making are going to be really good for you, really good for the people around you as well. You and your loved ones are going to be safe as you go through this week, as you go through these energies, and also as you make these shifts and you tend to the healing, tend to the wounds that need your attention. Then we have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So I feel like you guys still have time to initiate change, to implement change, right? Nothing is set in stone, meaning like the path that you're on is not fixed, right? You still have time, you still have an ability to make some type of change, to create some type of difference in your life. So some of you guys, look, we have luck is on your side, new moon is Sagittarius. Some of you guys have been questioning, you know, like, if you make these changes, will they really play out in your favor? I feel like they will. Definitely feel like they will. Then we have expect powerful change. So I'm telling you guys, like, whatever changes you are implementing this week, powerful stuff is definitely going to play a role in your life, you know, later on, where you're going to see a lot of increase. You're going to look, and under that grand trine blessings, Taurus, I have some of you, Venus, love, oh my, sun, spirit, oh my gosh, you guys, like, you want to talk about abundant energy, collective, like the changes you guys are taking or making or putting into effect this week. We got part of fortune, increase. A lot of things are increasing for you. Abundance coming to you, love coming to you, right? We have grand trine blessings. All these blessings, all this good energy coming to you just because you're taking the time to do better for yourself, for nobody else but yourself, right? Then we have Taurus, I have all that second house energy, right? Taurus is all about, you know, your possessions, what you own, what you have, you know, your values, the things that matter to you as well. And I feel like, you know, you guys are going to be getting an increase. You're going to be getting a lot of blessings in the things that you have. Some of you is going to be love, right? Some of you guys is going to be your energy. Some of you guys is going to be money, right? Some of you guys is going to be like a whole slew of things, right? Some of you guys is going to be good ideas and abundance there, right? We have Mars force. So again, with your energy, you could be getting a lot more, like a lot of, ooh, they're giving me something. So some of you guys are releasing situations, partnerships, experiences that don't serve you, that drain your energy. And because you do so, you're going to be getting an increase in your energy, like, as a result of it. Food for thought. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So some of you guys this week are going to need to release that, like, desire to know, right? That might come up for you guys this week. And I was saying, it's like navigating by the stars. You might not have a lot of clarity about what's going on in your life this week, but just know, whatever changes you are feeling led to make, please do them. They will serve you in the long run. You will love your life. You will love the way the universe works in your favor, because the universe already knows what you want, and this is the time to line up with it, right? If you want powerful change, you got to take action. Where did I see that? Where did I see that? Begin now. Take your first step. You got to take that action. I'm telling you, collective. Great adventure lies ahead. Oh, this is beautiful. So let's close out, you guys, with some blessings for the week and see what the universe has for us. Thank you so much, Source, Spirit, the Most High. for connecting, for giving us these beautiful energies. What blessings can we expect to come to us this week? For the viewers tuning in, what blessings can we expect? What needs to be heard, said, and honored? What blessings are we going to see coming to our lives this week? Are we going to see unfold for us this week? What are the blessings coming towards us this week? Anything else needs to be heard, said, and honored? What are the blessings coming towards us this week? A blessing on a resolution. A resolution is like solving a problem, and so some of you guys are going to be getting the clarity on how to solve a problem, because it's like, it's as simple as making a certain change or healing certain energies, leaving certain energies behind, or walking away from certain situations that don't serve you, right? We have anything else? Any other blessings for the collective this week? Thank you. A blessing on your boundaries and a blessing to heal a relationship. So some of you guys are going to be healing relationships because you're making certain changes. Some of you guys are going to be putting up boundaries against certain relationships because you're making certain changes. But either way, you are covered by the universe, by source, by your guides, right? They are walking with you. They're giving you blessings on these energies. To heal a relationship, this could be with yourself, but I'm also getting with certain people around you. That could be this. We have healing coming out 3 times now. And the lovers came through. So I do feel like, you know, again, certain partnerships outside of you are definitely going to be affected. Whether they are affected in a positive way or a more negative way, it depends on the people you are connected with and if they are in alignment with the path that you are about to be on. If they are in alignment with that collective, then you guys are good to go. You're going to be healing those connections, making them even better, right? If they are not, you're going to be reinforcing boundaries and maybe using that big old sword to cut off, you know, some people. And regardless of what you do, you have that blessing. That was definitely in reverse. Regardless of what you do, you have that blessing of support from the universe, from your guides that are going to be helping you to reinforce these boundaries, right? Like if you're saying to the universe, I want change, the universe is going to say, okay, we got you. And we're going to make sure, you know, this change is here to stay, right? This powerful change is coming through. So collective, this is what we have for this week. A blessing for peace of mind. Some of you guys are going to be getting that balance coming through for you, and it's going to put you at ease, honey, period. I like it. So this is what we have to look forward to this week. Lots of powerful energies, lots of changes. You know, I'm getting that vibe again of putting your foot down, you know, saying I need to do this for me. And some of you guys, you know, this is what we got to do. So if you vibe with this, you already know what to do. Comment below. Let me know how you felt about this. I was going to say this, pick a card. That's next. Let me know how you felt about this collective weekly prediction. If you feel like this vibes with the things that you have going on in your life and your personal circumstances. And even if you want to comment your story below, I'm always down for a good read. You know what I mean? I reply back. I do comment back. So you already know what to do, you guys. Aside from commenting, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, hit my website if you want to book a personal. It's listed in the description for you below, as well as all of the names of these decks. And until the next weekly prediction or the next pick a card or wherever you decide to tune in next with me, I will see you then. Peace.